Welcome to Limerock Park. Qualifying underway for the FSM Customs IMSA series. Drivers just heading out on track. They have 10 minutes to try and set their best lap time. Both classes will be on track, GT3s and LMP2. Trenton Sneed out on track in the 81. Cody Cleaver in the 2. Kyle Handwick the 18. Mark Thomas the 50. A lot of times starting to get posted. Cameron West tops the board in the 76 Blockbuster car. Hayden Lowell's currently second. 45-second lap time. Pretty blistering. Cody Cleaver in the 2, top of the charts now. Sounds like the Nova Rail team is going to join late. Hayden Lowell's second lap puts him on top of the board. 44.478. Nice lap there from Hayden. Even the traction control says you're on your own. Through the final corner, back to the start finish. This lap will be slower for Hayden by quite a lot. Cleaver just came out of the pits. We'll see what he can put down now. GT3 Ian Montrose leading the category. Number 1 Mercedes. Trenton in 4th spot now. It's Lucas Hoytsma and Colin Teague both jump in there. There's Hoytsma, there's Teague. Teague leading at Limerock in the qualifying. Goes through the chicane, up the hill. Through the right-hander, then down the hill we'll go. One more right-hander back to the start-finish line. Colin Teague. See if his second lap's any quicker. Almost identical. Lucas Hoytsma sneaks him there. 51.3 for Hoytsma. Takes the pole in the Audi. Great lap there from Lucas. Jeremy Klepper-Newell 5th in GT3. Mike Edwards posts the lap time. He's 7th at LMP2. Nathan Lafayette currently in 6th in LMP2. Here comes Cameron West. Started off strong, but he's down to 5th. Traffic going to be an issue here. LMP2 trying to work their way around the GT3s on a very tight short road course. As you can see, the LMP2 is lapping under 45 seconds. Even the GT3s are under 55 seconds. Spark up the hill, currently the slowest of the LMP2 field. Thanks, Hayden. See if Will Spark's able to improve here, coming to the line. 47.5. That is slower than his best time. He'll stay in 8th. See where Edwards is on track. He just completed a lap. Find Mike Thomas. He's sitting on pit lane. Check out the GT3 action. Trenton currently 3rd. Right along with Trenton. That was slower than his best lap, so he'll stay in 3rd. Edwards back out on track. Currently 6th, trying to improve. Only got 3 drivers on track. Edwards, Sneed, and Ethan Evers. There's Ethan in the 8. Seems everyone else okay with their qualifying spot. A Ray-Ban Ferrari. This is going to be slower than his best. He slides it into 1. Ethan will stay in 6th spot. Go back and check on Edwards. 45.647. And he just destroys the car at the end of the pit lane. If you go straight into turn 1, your car dies. Watch Trenton on track. Into the chicane. Oh, he hits the turtle, launches the car in the air. Not ideal for Trenton. In the 81. That'll probably do it for his qualifying. Watch Ethan come to the line, see if this lap's any better. Although we already know he had the off in turn 1. It was quicker, but not better than his best. Should get one more lap time in if he wants it. Needs to beat a 53.6, 52.6 to move up. Makes his Ferrari through the chicane. Up the hill into the right-hander. Down the hill. Final right-hand corner. And he's going to spin it. He had a decent time going. Unfortunate. Gets the body to come around and into the inside fence. Ethan Evers will stay 14th overall, 6th in the GT3 category. And we are headed into the race time. 25 seconds ticking off here. Let's see who we got to talk to in the team chats. Let's see. There's Hayden. Hayden, DG, got a copy? Hayden? Oh my god, he hears me on stream, but not in Discord.
Hello?
Hi. Let me... There, that's probably better, right?
Yeah, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, silly me forgetting there's push-to-talks on when I do other things. But, yeah, congrats on the pole in LMP2. How do we feel about the race and, more importantly, the traffic with the tight track here?
Traffic is going to be one heck of a maneuver tonight. I think you can see some guys lose probably up to 5 seconds trying to get by some GTs. So feel good being on the pole. Can control stuff for at least a couple of laps until we catch the GTs. And then, well, just manage traffic, stay on the track. I think doing that will give anybody a really good chance to win.
10-4. Well, good luck to you, sir. We'll let you get to it here.
Thank you very much. Don't forget to mute me.
Trenton, I'm about to have the grid talk. I think I already have it muted.
Driver.
Yes, I do. We'll listen to him anyway. Well, I guess he's not going to chat.
Remember, we have a single file start, so please, as soon as we get moving, do a single file start. Single file start, everybody. Single file start. 45 minutes, GT cars. It is not your job to let by any other car. We will find a way around you. Please do not move from the racing line unless somebody is next to you. Otherwise, there's way too much communication, and it actually makes you unpredictable. I know you want to be the nice guy, but it just makes things worse. 45 minutes. Good luck, everybody. If you have any questions, let me know. Start is on green.
So there you go. Easy enough.
GTs should give a, maybe not quite 5 seconds because the track is so short today, but definitely at least a 3-second gap to the back LMP2. Thank you. Good luck.
So that was fun. They already have that 3-second gap. Is there waits my lead in GT3? Let's run through our starting lineups. Presented by our friends at Limer 12. It's going to have to be fast. Hayden Lowell, Cody Cleaver, Carl Handwerk, Mark Thomas, Cameron West, Mike Edwards, Nathan Lafayette, Will Spark, and then way back in 15th, Noah Rail. Those are all the LMP2s. Then GT3, we have Lucas Weisman, Colin Teague, Trenton Sneed, Ian Montrose, Jeremy Clapper-Newell, Ethan Evers, Clint Roberts, Scott Elston, Daniel O'Wallen, and Dave Devison. Those are the 19 starters for tonight's FSM Customs IMSA Sports Car Challenge. Starting lineup, presented by our friends at Labor 12. Appreciate them with the awesome lineup music there. Pace cars heading into pit lane. We're getting set to start this one. Rolling start. LMP2s work their way down the front stretch. Have to wait for the green before they get going. And there it is. Green flag out in the air. Lap counter already broken. Perfect. Oh my, desktop's popping in there. Lots happening. Field makes it through turn 1. Down through the S's and then the right-hander. Down what we typically call the backstretch here. LMP2 seem to have all made it through into the chicane. This is where things get really slow and really tight. Fortunately, it seems everyone has made it through the chicane. Will Spark a little slow. Seems to be doing okay. Check out the GTs. Place Fatigue, Sneed, Montrose, Clapper-Newell, Evers, Elston, Llewellyn. There's Llewellyn just now entering the chicane. Check out the Ford GT. He's going across the grass. Clapper-Newell, he's backwards now. Let's see what happened to Clapper. Gets a little wide, gets out on the grass, tags the tire barrier, turns him down the hill. Collects, I believe that was Scott Elston in the 85 car. He got collected by Clapper-Newell, and they all go into the wall. Elston into pit lane. Clapper-Newell is still down there at the bottom. All kinds of hell happening. Gets out of the way just in time for the GT to come through there, and here comes the race leader, Hayden Lowell. Already closing in on GT traffic as gains on that Ford GT. Ford GT does not take the racing line as he is supposed to. Terrifies the LMP2s. Apparently David Devison did not hear the pre-race chat there. This time takes the inside line like he's supposed to. Mike Edwards trying to make his way around, so we keep tabs on the Speed Racer GT.
Hayden, just double checking, it's just one lap to start and park.
It's what?
Just start and park and score points, just one lap.
That is correct.
Yes, as long as you've, I believe, started, you'll be credited with a...
10-4, alright, I'm pulling in this time.
It's like Will Spark, not a fan of Limerock. He's going to take the 45 off track down pit lane, and that car will be retired.
Alright, good luck with the rest of the race, guys. Have a good one. Ian, be careful when you hit the curves there. It will give you a meatball. I learned that in qualifying.
Yeah, that was scary.
Hill works their way by the Mercedes. Lucas Weissman's fallen to 5th. I didn't see a report on him having an issue. Let's see if we can try to track down what maybe happened to Lucas in the GT3 class. He just gets by Ethan Evers there for 4th. Noah Rail getting out on track in the 22 car finally. Still not finding anything on Lucas's issue. Here we go, this might be it. Colin T, Lucas Weissman. Lucas gets out wide and goes for an off-road adventure in his Audi. I know they're usually four-wheel drive, but not ideal in the race car. Rare mistake from Lucas. Gets out on the grass, goes for a adventure. Then taking the Friday Fun Night line that the trucks usually take. That is what happened to Lucas to send him back to 5th behind Ethan Evers. Now he's gotten back up to 4th since then. And he's already under attack. Here comes the LMP2s. Up to lap 5th place in GT3. Ethan taking the racing line, letting Hayden try to figure it out from there. As he's supposed to. See where they try to push the issue. Get to the inside, heading down to the right-hander. 18's going to follow him through. And looks like Cleaver in the 2 as well. Everybody navigates through. Now Hayden runs down Lucas. Put the 4th GT3 down a lap.
I had to do a whole lot of moving out of the racing line right there.
Once you're side by side, I think all bets are off. But yes, he did. Oh my gosh, he hit the curb. Hit the curb again. Lucas. A bit of a rough race start for Lucas here. Going curb riding. Hayden catching Trenton Sneed in 3rd in GT3. Along with Devison, who's 6th, the lap down Trenton, right up on his back bumper. P2s work their way through. Top 3 still running pretty close to one another. Check in on Colin Teague leading the GT3s. Mr. Highlighter. Off to a good start. Oh my gosh, is that Hayden Lowell crashing? 67, Hayden Lowell just destroyed his car. Let's see what happened to him here. Guess maybe drops a wheel in the grass. Yep, gets out in the grass, and then there's just no catching it. Little tiny contact with the 18. 18 looks okay. Handworks car doesn't seem damaged. Hayden Lowell's car definitely does. See it crab walk in there. Quite severe damage to the 67. He'll have to limp it all the way back around. He's still got a ways to go with that car. Got to go down the hill and a right-hander to the pit lane. So pole sitter and early race leader Hayden Lowell has binned the 67. Good morning, Mr. Outlaw. How are you? Into the pit lane goes the 67. He was worried about GT3 traffic, and, well, he binned it on his own. Oh my gosh. Carl Hanwick got the right rear off, or left rear off. He almost had the same fate. Challenging track for Limerock. Cody Cleaver now takes over 2nd. Mark Thomas up into the 3rd position. As they go around the outside of that black Mercedes. Lucas passes Hayden Lowell. Entertainment. As Lucas has had a rough start to the race, so it has to feel good to be ahead of Hayden, even though he's in the LMP2. Sure, that'll change. So Ian, currently in 2nd in GT3. Trenton is third, and that is a Mercedes 1-2-3 right now. A little surprising. Lucas in the Audi is fourth. Ethan Evers' Ferrari is fifth. And you see Hayden behind him. That's oddly for position. Overall race. Hayden will get by and move back up into the 11th spot overall. Still 7th in LMP2. David
Thanks for being
Devison
patient, Nick.
just stopped going up the hill. Oh, that car looks destroyed. He went the long way, went around the chicane. Mike Edwards currently in the top 5 in LMP2. He's a rough start to the season, but still out there giving it a go. Just got done feeding your face. Me too. Me too. That's why we started up the stream right at qualifying start. We're enjoying some pizza and wings. There's Mr. Handwork. Leads by 2.9 seconds over Cody Cleaver. We running some Cadillacs tonight, Mr. Outlaw? Mark Thomas in third. Man, these things just fly around here.
I'm sorry, Lucas. I don't know if I washed up or what.
It's probably my fault. I haven't gone side by side with anybody yet through that.
I'm gonna look comp check on entry. Just fighting over real estate there, not too bad. Minor contacts, and mostly netcode as you saw, but the Mercs are now right on top of each other. Looks like the 21 of Clapper Newell. He's going a lap down once again to oh, you're starting that job tomorrow. Hell yeah. Congrats. I don't think there is shenanigans after. At this point, there it's probably not shenanigans after. Not feeling very wonderful. I've had really bad headaches the last 3 days, and it's just, I don't know, haven't slept good. I feel miserable. Handwork still out front. Cleaver in second. Now 3.5 seconds back. Here comes Mark Thomas. So 2 of the top 3 teammates at CSS Motorsports. First and third at the moment. Cameron West, the Blockbuster car, in fourth. Mike Edwards, the second Delta Prime car, in the top 5. Then you have Lafayette, C2X machine. Hayden Lowell, the other C2X LMP2. Currently 7th. He's finally passed all the GT3s. Behind him, Colin Teague, GT3 leader at highlighter pink Mercedes. He has got 6 seconds over Ian Montrose in second. Montrose 4 seconds over Trenton Sneed in third. Trenton's in a lot of traffic here. Has Lucas Hoytsma not far behind. That would be for position. Cleaver's going to get through. Hoytsma's going to try to stick the nose in there. Not quite. That's the battle for position now. The silver, black, and green Mercedes, the white and gold Audi.
Sorry.
No worries, buddy. Nothing you can do.
Oh, Rail back on pit road. Came out and made what looks like 2 laps. Oh, Hoytsma gets wide, hangs onto it though. Nice car control that time. This is the closest battle on tracks. We'll hang out here. Watch Mr. Hoytsma and Mr. Sneed go at it. Mercedes versus Audi. All German battle. Right on board with Hoytsman as he follows Trenton Sneed around. This is the battle for third in GT3 category. Watch how short a lap goes by here. Used to road courses, maybe a little over a minute, minute and a half. Some of them upwards of 4 minutes, as big as they get.
I did not think you were going to take that line, sorry.
Down through 1, into 2. Both right-handers. Left-hand 3. Have a switch back to right-hand 4. Down a little bit of a stretch.
You're seeing nothing.
Down into the chicane. Hoytsman right on the back of that Mercedes through the chicane. My goodness. And a right-hander. We'll go down the hill. A right hand onto the front straightaway, and that's how quick a lap goes by here as he gets to the inside of Trenton coming off the corner. Oh my gosh, they just destroyed the 50.
What the hell happened?
The 50 of Mark Thomas.
Hey, terrible rejoin.
That was on me. That was completely on me. I didn't look at my relative. Take full responsibility.
Bends it out and just right into Lucas Hoytsman. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard him claim responsibility for sure.
If I would have known that was going to happen, I would have fucking let it die.
Time I realized it was too late. It's alright. Doesn't hurt me that much.
My goodness. Hoytsman makes his way onto the pit lane with that just obliterated Audi. So we get a really weird camera angle of the flagman. Frickin' Barney. Hoytsman gets his faster pairing. Noah Rail still sitting there. It's 7 minutes and counting for that 22 car sitting there. Hoytsman gets his fuel and down and away. We'll see if he can make it to the end without stopping and try to improve his position. Still in 5th at the moment. Been a rough race for Mr. Hoytsman. First 15 minutes, quite shocking. Colin Teague's enjoying it though. Out front in the 51 AMG Mercedes. Moncho's sliding that Mercedes through the chicane.
Scott, you are blinking a ton, dude.
Here's Trenton. Yeah, we see that on the scoreboard. Scott Elston blinking in and out. Trenton in the top 3. Go ahead, Trenton. Right after this, we'll have Cadillacs at Daytona. And the Golden Eagle Super Speedway Series. There's an extra word in there. Super Series. That sounds fun. Oh my gosh, someone's off in the background. Handwork in the 18. The race leader is crashed. Wow. Both of the CSS Motorsports road course ringers have crashed in the same corner. Look at that. Carl Handwerk, 18 car, just obliterates the front end. Then he has difficulty in the grass getting going, has to take a tow. Carl Handwerk struggling. Cody Cleaver now, race leader in the 2. And his Delta Prime car leading LMP2 and the overall race. Cameron J. West, the Blockbuster car, 2nd. He is 20 seconds behind Cody Cleaver, so those top guys have put on quite a torrid pace. Mike Edwards, is good to see him having a good run in these, currently in 3rd. Nathan Lafayette, currently 4th in the 00. Always count on him to have a 00 with some yellow, white, and black on it. Mr. Penguin. Hope Mr. Penguin's having a good time out there in 4th. Hayden trying to recover. He's going by Mike Edwards, that not for position, as they both pass GT3 leader Colin Teague. Edwards gives Hayden that spot as not needing to contest it, is not for position. Handwork back out on track in the 18. Lost a lap on the toe. Currently in 6th behind Hayden Lull. So if you just joined us, a lot has happened. Hayden Lull, Carl Handwork, and Mark Thomas all heavy crashes in LMP2. GT3, Lucas Hoysma struggling. Not with the track, but more with other cars. Although he did go off a couple times. Colin Teague leads GT3. Ian Montrose 12 seconds back. Closest battle on track is not even for class position, it's just overall position. Mark Thomas in the 50s running down Ian Montrose in the Mercedes, so that would be for overall position. There's race leader Cody Cleaver trying to put a lap on him. As the LMP2s are stuck behind the GT3 of Ian Montrose. Now they'll get some leg room going down into the chicane. We'll see if Cleaver follows him in there. Looks like 50 was not quite able to get in there. Oh my gosh. Very close quarters off the corner. Cody Cleaver, race leader, gets off the track. He hits the inside wall. My gosh. Seems like lead is a bad place to be in LMP2. The left side of that car is showing damage now. And the 22 car is reporting an issue with the force feedback power steering. So issues, that's why the 22 sits there on the pit lane. He's having issues with the power steering on the 22. 11 car just had an off, Dave Devison. See what happened to him. He's off on a little field trip here. Goes through turn 1, gets up on the curbs. Gasses it up in that Ford GT, then a little too much, gets out in the grass. Smart enough to turn back to the left to keep that car from whipping around. Then goes off-roading. Has a little excursion. Sure you guys are used to seeing this line in Friday Fun Night with the Pro 2 light trucks. Devison's still 6th in class. Trenton letting Lucas through. Wow, Trenton with a big slide there.
I didn't have to let me go there. I could have waited. Deal.
Lucas still a lap down to Trenton. Well, not to Trenton, but to the leader. Let's see, Colin Teague has Mark Thomas closing down to try and get overall 7th spot back, and then Mark Thomas will be ahead of all the GT3s once again after his crash going through the final corner. There you have it. Mark Thomas back to 7th overall. Trying to find you things to talk about. His field is really spread out. Traffic just so hard to navigate at Limerock. Cody Cleaver still leads, but that lead has come down. It was 20 seconds, now it's 15.8. Cameron West has made some inroads on that. It looks like the LMP2s are going to make it to halfway before having to pit, which means they won't have to two-stop this race as they have a couple of others so far. They're about 45 seconds away from halfway on the timer. As West makes his way past Schweitzman. It's like Nathan Lafayette, the 00, coming down pit lane. We'll see if he does fuel and tires or just fuel. Looks like fuel only for the 00 at the moment. Comes Mike Edwards, 3rd place car in pit lane. We hit halfway on the timer. He's decided to come down in the 14. 00 Lafayette down and away. 20-second stop for him. Here comes the 14, Mike Edwards onto the pit lane. He was running 3rd at the time he came down. Cody Cleaver, race leader, on pit lane. We see a lot of the LMP2s coming right at halfway. See what Cameron West decides to do. He's going to stay out. And that'll give him the race lead. Cameron West out in front in the 76 Blockbuster LMP2 Dallara. What up, Jay? You already got 3 meatballs? Holy crap. Scott Elson's car, after 3 big contacts, has decided to call it quits. Who's that off track? Is that the one of Montrose, maybe? Was. Second place, GT3. A little off-roading there. So Cleaver, 19-second stop. Back out on track. Currently in second. Hayden Lowell has already made 1 pit stop, but he's going to have to make another. As here comes race leader Cameron West to the pit lane. Looks like GT3 leader Colin Teague had a little bit of a connection issue there. Started blinking in and out. Hopefully that steadies, because it'd be a terrible way to lose a race. So there's West on the pit lane. Check in on Cleaver. See, retakes the lead from West. Hayden currently 3rd. But we think he'll have to stop again, maybe in about 10 laps time. There is Edwards, the 14, currently 4th. He'll definitely jump over Hayden. What he's got to worry about is handwork in the 18, starting to make his recovery. After crashing from the lead in the 18, know he has the speed. He's closing in on Mike Edwards. There those two are on the front stretch.
Dude, how are you behind me again?
Oh.
Ethan Hughes, Lucas Weitzman. This is for 4 spot. Ethan lets the LMP2 leader through as well. The Hoysma rebounds to 4th. Has a ways to go to try and catch Trenton. 38 seconds. Colin Teague now on pit lane. Brings his pink Mercedes to the attention of his crew. His handwork able to get by Edwards. Take a look, see how that sets up. Going down the front stretch into turn 1. Gets to the inside. Edwards doesn't contest too much. Knows he's a bit faster. Handwork up to 4th. And he should pick up 1 more spot over Hayden. I think Handwork will be flirting with making it to the end. It was close to halfway when he crashed. So Montrose takes that lead in GT3.
I nearly shit myself.
That's Hayden. Let's see why.
Oh, don't worry, I did the same thing.
It's like there's a car sideways. Is that Trenton and Devison? Trenton Sneed in the 81. What happens here?
I thought it was just
Oh,
one
the
of them
11.
on the one side, but no, there was 2.
The 11 comes off of,
He's on the grass and just trying to run across the fucking racetrack into me.
gets in the grass and he loses it. He tries to hold on to it, but he had no control when he come across track and hit Trenton. I know Trenton's obviously mad, but not a whole lot he could do once he got on the grass there. Poor Trenton gets tagged in that one. Trenton was running in the top 3. Has to take a tow, and that'll drop him down. Mark Thomas hits the pit lane in the LMP2 class. We also have the 11, obviously, and Scott Elson is still sitting there. FBI, open up. What up, Jake? Hello. How are things in the Cadillac practice? Hopefully I didn't fuck up putting the setup and the session together. Pots? Pots is terrible. I'm leaning on my steering wheel right now and I feel so miserable. Had headaches and no energy all day. I'm just trying to make it through. So, I hear you. I do. 50 of Thomas goes to the inside of the one of Montrose. That wasn't Montrose. Who was that? Was that Clapper? Well, it was Clapper. Clapper just came to a stop.
I didn't see it coming until the last second.
It's like, which Mercedes came to a full stop? There's so many Mercedes. There's like 4 of the 9 cars are Mercedes.
Dan, that wasn't my intention. I locked up there.
All good.
Montrose still leads GT3 by 21 seconds. Cody Cleaver 20 seconds over Cameron West. Hayden Lowell is somehow working his way towards Cameron West to try and take second. I don't think he has time to get Cleaver, but holy crap. And now Hayden has to come to pit lane. Obviously, he wasn't going to be able to fight for it legitimately, but I wanted to see the battle just to have it. Closest battle on track now is Lafayette and Handwerk. I think Handwerk may be pulling away a bit. That's Handwerk just ahead of Lafayette. We'll ride along, see what happens. Mike Edwards gets back to third. Handwerk did have to come to pit lane, so he's gotten by Lafayette and starting to pull away. Hayden in the pit lane. All these stops rather short. His only 16.3. Looks like Handwerk took a splash of gas, like 6.7 for his second stop because he had to pit earlier than he meant to with the damage.
Don't
So he had
mind
to
me,
turn
I'm
it
just mowing the grass.
into a two-stopper. I thought I heard a car in the grass. There's Clap Renewal going wide, turns 1 and 2. Let's see how he ends up over there. Usually don't break enough into one. That happens. Car's going to push out wide. Back tire's going to get on the grass, and around he goes.
Jeremy, I know we give you a lot of shit, but you've actually been a really good competitor in lap car this, at least for IMSA this year.
That's like a backhanded compliment. Ah, good stuff. I can't wait till we get rain in
It's
IMSA.
very appreciated.
Thanks.
It's kind of my reaction. Thanks. It sounded backhanded compliment to me. Like,
Just trying to learn the road stuff, you know?
just the way he said it. Like, you've actually been a very good lap car this season. Like, that just sounds backhanded to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm built different. It just sounded like a backhanded compliment. Just wait for past Clap
My bad,
Renewal.
Lucas, so I tried to give it there.
Okay.
Who was it aimed at? It was aimed at Clapper.
Vibing.
Oh, that was funny. Cleaver continues to lead. 26 seconds now the gaps. He's picked up 6 seconds. This must have been a small mistake from West. Edwards, I can't believe he's in the top 3. I know it's because a lot of people had misfortune, but I still can't believe it. He's had to stay mistake-free to be there, so good on you, Mikey. Hayden in 4th. He is 3.3 seconds back on Mikey. No, that's the wrong one. Handwork is 3.3 seconds behind Hayden. That's the gap I was looking at. Hayden's got 13 to make up on Mikey with 13 minutes to go. That could be a tall order, but doable. That looked like the one car. Ian Montrose coming off pit lane. Yeah, so that gives the lead over to Colin Teague. It has been a crazy race. Colin Teague back out in front in the GT3s. Hoytsman is now second. He's been out there for 18 laps. He can go about 29. I don't know, that put him close. That put him about 52. And it looks like about 58 is going to be the distance, so. About 6 laps where we'd hold our breath for Lucas to see if he can make it. As Mike Edwards tries to get by. He's going to get held up until this back stretch. Track's a little one groove till here. And there goes Edwards to his inside. See some LMP2s in the background. Those are
Mike, I was back out your nose there. I just didn't see it coming.
You're good, I didn't want to push
50 of Thomas, and who's the other one? Cody Cleaver, the leader. Thomas 3 laps down, trying to go 2 laps down. He's right behind race leader Cody Cleaver. The way they whip around that last corner, that's such a cool camera shot.
Good news is Road America's next week. Big racetrack. Plenty of space.
North America's great. Oh, Cleaver off track, leading in LMP2. 12 minutes to go. Let's check in on second place, Cameron West. There he is. Hayden is closing on Mikey in a hurry. Hayden could make it fun with him and Edwards by the end for that third and final podium spot. Here's handwork. I believe everyone's done pitting. Car will be closest for
Sorry,
is
Nathan, I was looking at
Hoytsma.
my black box, sorry.
As Lucas had that crash and had to come down pit lane when he had that heavy crash with the LMP2 on the front stretch. Fortunately, could just limp into the pit lane from there. Did Cody miss a chicane? Let's find out. Going through the front. How would he be in the chicane? Chicane's way back here. He got a little hot. Took a shortcut. No harm, no foul. He had 26-second lead, now it's 24. Might be losing focus because he doesn't have anybody around him. It's Cameron West, 24 seconds back. Mike Edwards is 38 overall on time back. The last car in lead lap. Here is Hayden, one lap down, 9 seconds back of Edwards. So that gap is dwindling between him and Edwards. Madigan Motorsports 67. Sat on the pole. Did not have a very good race as he's gone off track and crashed that car a few times. Sounded cool. Oh my goodness. Lafayette in 6th. Oh no, did Clapper have an issue? Edwards may have had one too. And Clapper just got in there deep. Yep, Hoytsma did have to go to pit lane, so Edwards got out wide. That's going to help Hayden try to run him back down. That gap is now 8 seconds. So Hoytsma had to give up third place in GT3 to come to pit lane. Not only that, but that car is heavily damaged. What happened to Lucas? We didn't get an accident report for him. Oh, we caught the grass coming on that last corner. Oh my gosh, Lucas Hoytsma.
Thank you, mate.
Limerock not been kind to him.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good, no problem.
Lucas says in chat he's dead. Rough. Cleaver keeps on keeping it on track. The gap between Edwards and Hayden now 6 seconds after Mike Edwards' mistake. Goes through the double right-hander 1 and 2. Trying to see if you can see that orange car of Edwards yet. I think it's that first one of those three. The farthest one away.
Cody, can you make it?
Of course Cody can make it. Everyone can make it.
I'm not saying a word. If you can, I will be surprised.
Of course he can make it. It looks like Edwards is 2 cars ahead. Trying to figure out who's between them. Well, now it's just Mike Edwards straight ahead. Collintheague, then the 50. Mark Thomas is between them. This GT3 leader gets past. Collintheague leads by a lap. Holy crap. Collintheague has a whole lap on the number 1 of Ian Montrose in second, who has 2 laps over Ethan Evers in third. Clapperdoodle has a lap over Lucas Huysma, who's on the pit lane. It's been rough on the GT3s this race. If Lucas sucks, then what does it mean for the rest of us? Things you probably don't want to know. So it's Cleaver that was ahead of 67. Cody Cleaver. So now Hayden Lowell gets right behind race leader Cody Cleaver. Cody probably letting him have the inside here. No sense fighting him. Hayden back on the lead lap. Now we have 4 cars on the lead lap with 5 minutes to go. Those cars up ahead. That is Edwards and the 50 of Thomas. Thomas is a couple laps back from Edwards. So it looks like he is content to ride behind him. May shoot to the inside here. There he goes. Edwards, I'm sure, not going to contest too much. And now Hayden sees the car he needs to pass for third. As we try to find you any kind of compelling battle when most of the field is so spread out at this point. I think Hayden will get him. He's got the speed. He's catching him in a hurry on the front stretch. Not quite able to get him yet. Edwards is going to send it in deep. It's going to help Hayden. Hayden probably just needs to wait until this back stretch or come around back to the front stretch. Either one of those 2 spots. He'll probably have the advantage coming off the corner. A little too far back for this part. So he'll probably try to make his move on the front stretch.
I just got a meatball for absolutely no reason. I love this game so much.
Cameron West saying he got a meatball for no reason, but I guarantee you that reason's because the car is damaged.
Is it the tire roll?
I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh, is that Elston? Elston's gone around. 4th time Elston's had an issue. He takes it back to pit road.
Bye.
Hayden disappears as Mike Edwards goes off track.
I was not expecting that last move under braking.
Yep, it was a meatball for tires, 0% on the left front. I love this game so much.
That sounds like a reason, bud. That's the opposite of no reason.
I mean, if you blow a tire, you're not just going to keep racing.
100%.
Fair point.
Those Blockbuster kids, I tell ya. Entertaining. Cleaver. 40 seconds over 2nd place Hayden Lowell. Mike Edwards back into the top 3, but here comes the 18 of Handwork. With Edwards' off-track excursion, Handwork now in the fight for 3rd. Cameron West driving that car so hard. He actually wore a tire down to 0. Blew a tire.
Cody, are you going to make it?
Why are you keep asking him? He could probably pit and come out in front of you 39 seconds. What difference does it make? Do we really only have 4 GT3s still running? Holy crap. A war of attrition tonight. There ain't no Spark Street actually racing. This is the only battle even remotely close. Fortunately, it's under a second. The next closest one is 8 seconds apart. Take a cockpit ride. About 2 laps left, I would guess, looking at the timer. See where Cody is. Yeah, they'll probably finish this one and have one more. He's stuck behind a GT3, the one of Montrose in second in GT3. Yeah, that's kind of the point, Noah. It's entertaining. We use Limerock on Friday Fun Night for just that purpose. It sure is entertaining. 30 seconds left. Cody Cleaver, 1 lap 57. Should see the white flag pop out some point on this lap, and then this should be the
Run
final
out,
lap.
Cody. Run out.
You can do it, Cody.
I mean, 36 seconds to make up.
2 whole laps left.
Has anyone taken the jump? I hope someone has. Or someone does at the end of this, either way. He said he has 2 laps left and he only has to make it down the hill and to the right. This will be for the win. Cleaver down the hill. To the right. Coming to see the checker flag as the 00 hits pit road. Cody Cleaver gets the win. Hayden Lowell is 40 seconds back.
You'll win, Cody.
Let's check in where Colin Teague is. There he is.
Good win,
He's
Cody.
ahead of Hayden, so we'll watch Colin Teague bring it around for this GT3. Mr. Highlighter going to become a first-time SRL winner, so long as Hayden doesn't wreck him.
Good race, Ethan.
Even if he does wreck him. Got such a big gap. Colin Teague in the 51. Mr. Highlighter gets him a victory.
What was everyone's tire we're at?
Not 0? Yeah, Hayden could have put him out of the race there, where he couldn't even get back to pit road and he still would have won. Cleaver with the win. LMP2. See if he's going to try and do burnouts in a traction-controlled car. He's trying to lock it up.
Good race, everyone. See you next week.
Let's get the top 2 to the interview room. Teague and the top winners, sorry. The winners to the interview room. I'm just going to grab Cody. Cody, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
That car doesn't do burnouts.
I'm trying.
Freaking hilarious.
I'm trying my best. I'll just do Jimmy Johnson against the wall or some shit.
Whoa, whoa. Doing Jimmy Johnson against the wall is not burnouts, okay?
You know what? I'm just happy with a win. Let me do what I want.
Wow, okay. Well, good job with the win there. Keeping it on track seemed to be the goal there with the cars that outqualified you all running into big-time troubles there at the end. What was the secret? Just keeping it on track?
I mean, I did the IMSA officials here a couple weeks ago, and I just knew coming into it, it's a survival of the fittest race, so I didn't force anything all race, just with the express idea of surviving. So that was the goal.
10-4, you did a great job of it. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us this week.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys with Delta Prime, including the sponsors. I got Till Valhalla on my normal cars, but then also Cave City, Fort Worth Screen Print, all those guys. Shout out to family for supporting me in all of this, and yeah, we'll be great. It's good to get the win.
Perfect. Well, congrats on the victory in that number 2. I know you've been working hard on your road course stuff, and so it has to feel pretty good. And let's see if we can go find Mr. Colin Teague. Good luck in the you running tonight in the circle tracks.
Nah, I like usual. I gotta work early tomorrow, so gotta get to bed.
10-4. Well, good luck to you in the next race then.
All right, thanks, TG.
The 2 of Cody Cleaver picking up the LMP2 win. I'm looking for Colin Teague, but I don't see him. Mr. Highlighter. Gosh. How are we supposed to interview the winners? Well, there you go. Mr. Colin Teague, we'll show your car for a half second and be like, that was your winner in GT3. And you know what? We'll leave it up while we show the final results because we got to head on out of here and get to the Golden Eagle Syrup Daytona race. Let's look at our final results from Limerock Park. Cody Cleaver gets the overall win. Hayden Lowell, Mike Edwards, Carl Hamworth, Cameron West, Nathan Lafayette, Mark Thomas. Top 7 all in the LMP2 category. GT3s finish 8th, 9th, and 10th with Colin Teague, Ian Montrose, Ethan Evers. Get Ethan picking up a top 3. Good job, Ethan. And Jeremy Clapper Newell, Lucas Hoytsma, Trenton Sneed, Dave Devison, Scott Elston, and then the LMP2 of Noah Rail, LMP2 of Will Spark, the GT3 of Daniel Llewellyn, and the GT3 of Clint Roberts. Those are all of the cars from tonight's event. Let's see. Sponsor page, and let's head on out to Daytona. Here we go. 911 Fleet Services does our Cup Series on Wednesday nights. Cave City Roleplay, thanks to them doing our Thursday night Truck Series event. Then we have Footwear Screen Printing does our Tuesday Xfinity race. Appreciate them. For FSM Customs did the IMSA series that you just watched here at Limerock Park. Then we have Golden Eagle Syrup doing our next race at the Daytona with the Cadillacs, and then Light of My Life. They give away a free candle every Tuesday broadcast, so come on back if you want to win a free candle. And M9 Performance, they do a modified series on Tuesday nights. Steed Tombstone Game Farm, the street stocks on Sunday. And Spit and Venom Podcast, ARCA on Monday, and the 1023graphics.com Dirt Street Stocks on Tuesdays. So that is all of our partners. Thanks everyone who helps make this possible, all the admins, all the hardworking staff. Appreciate everyone that chips in, and the broadcasters as well, not including myself, but Trenton and Lucas and all those guys. Appreciate everyone that puts in the effort to make Sidewinder what it is. We appreciate you so much, and we'll see you back here at the next race.